the results in terms of gains and losses. The honest truth is, at the end of the day, what we should be looking at is not seats, but votes. And that does indeed, as Nick was suggesting, taking us to the projected national share. Now, I'll give you a couple of indications why one might think that the Labour Party ought to be in a double-digit lead on the projected national share. If you look at the national opinion polls at the moment, basically they say that there is a 5% swing from Conservative to Labour as compared with May 2019 in the national polls. If you actually look at the results of 3 exercises that have attempted to estimate how voters are going to vote in these local elections, again going out and asking them, they actually pointed to a slightly higher swing to Labour. Now, if you bear in mind that when we had the projected national share in 2019, it was Conservative 28, Labour 28, a 5% swing takes you to Labour 10 points ahead, and a 7% swing takes you to Labour 14 points ahead. So the truth is, if Labour are going to match the expectations of the opinion polls, they ought to be in double-digit territory, or certainly very close to it.
So it has to be, well, bestly be north of 10, you know. Because,
yes,
as Nick said, you know, you're talking about, you know, a tiny, tiny majority.
Yeah. Sure. I mean, there's the whole separate issues about the fact that the electoral system might work to Labour's disadvantage in the general election, particularly if it can't make a comeback in Scotland. But, you know, the truth is the opinion poll that came out in Scotland yesterday suggests that Labour probably might at the moment make significant progress. But having said all this, of course, what we should say, this is not a prediction. Yeah. There is no guarantee, even if Labour Party do match their current position in the opinion polls, that means the Labour Party will form the next government. It simply tells us that at the moment at least, Labour are indeed doing as well as they are in the opinion polls, and therefore might reasonably hope to win the next election. But they will, of course, still have to convince the voters to vote for them again in 18 months' time.
Thank you.